Okay, down to a quarter health. So far, so good. I don't think I got hit by whatever it was last time. Interesting. She dead? Was that it after all that? The last boss is way hard. Oh no, we're back. What I've learned so far is that defense, plus this thing, with the help of a giant sword, is a winning combination. You see the piece of that I don't have yet? So it's back to the waiting game until I find the proper relics, and then hopefully that lady up top gives us the sword we want. I've been restarting and restarting. This is really the best that I've got. Chain armor. Combine that with a shotgun as a secondary, and something that helps that shotgun, we're gonna go with this. I learned before anyway, you can max out defense fairly easily, so I don't need to get too carried away right off the bat with that. Oh, I don't even have enough for a legendary. Never mind, we're gonna go do some stuff in the dungeon. Here's a simple start I'm going with. Silver ring, which gives me a little bit of defense, health and power, and the leather armor for 8 defense, plus a throwing knife, and we got tonfa. I hate the tonfas so much, but maybe this one's actually decent. So it looks kind of like this. It's not a very far attack range, but maybe we can make this work into something decent. At least I have the extra defense for right now, so if I have to take a few hits, I have to take a few hits. It is hitting pretty hard. I just really don't like that it doesn't have a lot of range on it. Our very first chest has a gun that I do not want. If I time all my attacks to land on the big one, it actually does a lot of damage. There's 120 for a crit. Another chest, MT8 carbine, which is probably going to be my secondary weapon for now, just because I like to have some range. Not the greatest, but it's pretty good. The first item shop, I actually had part of the set that goes with my legendary that thing. I don't love it, but it is pretty good. Reloads weapons while not in use. If I have a gun like I do, that actually works to my advantage. Other than that, for now, we'll probably take the wing boots or 20% attack speed. Oh, I don't have enough gold for that. Well, let's sell some garbage. Well, you know what? We'll buy that soon. And I still haven't tried the Q ability. Oh, okay, it's a very slow attack. We'll find an easier enemy to use that on. Whoops. Maybe this little guy. Okay, Q, and not really any different from the normal attack. Alright, well, let's see what kind of damage we do against the boss. This is gonna kind of be telling us whether or not I'm gonna keep this thing for any amount of time. So far it's doing quite a bit of damage, not a ton, but this will work for now for sure. Hopefully I still find one of those legendary swords that I like, because they're way better than this thing. And hopefully the boss drops are a little bit better than last time. Wasn't overly in use last time. What do we got? Twin Swords of Madness. They look entertaining. Each attack increases your attack speed by 15%, max 10 stacks. So you could really get going with some attack speed on those. These guys, if I hit them with a critical hit, they die 1 shot. If not, 2. Like that. Luckily I have my legendary accessory that just generates a shield, so that makes me like ridiculously overpowered. It's almost too easy in these early levels. A blue chest full of nothing I want. I really just want a few armors. That would be just all I want. Another blue chest full of a assassin's dagger. This tonfa actually works pretty good as soon as you realize kind of how it works. Item shop, what do we got? Nothing I really love. I'm probably going to buy this just in case I find it good one-handed, because that's defense, block, toughness, minimum damage, and evasion. I can tell I still don't have a lot of toughness or damage reduction because I just lost over 20 health in this one little room, and it's not even a difficult room. Let's buy the armor because we are going to need money for food in the next room too. I'm not sure I love that choice, but it's the one we took. We're going to lose that little bit of attack speed because I don't think it matters much with this. And I just want that damage reduction right now because we are taking damage here and there. We're up to about 50% reduction so far. Plus, I'm definitely going to need that damage reduction for this boss because this is always the one I seem to have the most trouble with, and with items like this it's extra hard. Hopefully I can just kind of get it together for once and defeat him without taking a ton of damage. It kind of depends on what he's doing too. But yeah, okay, we took off quite a bit of health there, and yeah, okay, I think I got this. Okay, maybe I don't got this because I don't know what he just did, but I couldn't hit it at all, and he just did a ton of damage to me. That's kind of the problem about these weapons that don't have like any range on them. I basically have to be standing on the boss to be able to hit them, and if they're moving, it's kind of a guessing game as to whether or not I'm actually gonna hit them. Might have it here. It was close. Okay, I think I'm gonna have this under control, but only just. That was actually pretty close. I got a lucky critical hit. I wasn't going to take much more damage in that. So yeah, this weapon, maybe not the best, especially not for this boss. If the game wanted to hand me another legendary, even a rare item, I wouldn't say no to that. Well, the game actually listened to me. It's been like one room. And we got nothing I want. Halloween? This might actually be pretty good. 15 defense, 1 toughness. I might actually use that over that, especially if it has a little more range. Not sure it does, but let's give this weird thing a try. Just based on that damage reduction alone, I think it might be to my benefit, unless this idiot happens to have something for me. Tempted to buy the Bloodstone Ring, recovers HP each time 10 enemies are killed, but my shield kind of makes up for that. I don't really take a lot of damage, and if I do, it's a whole lot all at once. So this thing, well, it does give me a lot of extra defense and damage reduction, doesn't do a lot of damage, and I think that's going to be enough to negate it, because if I have to sit here hurting enemies for 10 minutes, they're going to do damage to me regardless. Better to just kill them quickly and not have the chance. The food shop again is a little bit lacking. We get this one 3.4 defense, 4 evasion. That's pretty good, but next is probably just going to be 13% max health. And a little gray chest. I can't wait to see what that gives me. A gladius. Boy, game's treating me so well today. A blue chest could potentially give me something good. but instead it gave me the Watcher. I think on this one I'm actually going to sell a lot of my items because I want more gold in case I find another one of those rooms. That way I can just roll through as many items as possible to hopefully find something decent. I have interestingly found the anvil. I'm not even going to use that right now because I don't know if I have any items worth using it on. Alright, well my next food, 13.3 max health. That puts me up to 95 with quite a bit of toughness. But then what do we do with this anvil? And I'm not sure if the better quality item, the better quality upgrades it gets, but we'll just do my tonfa for now because why not? Plus 14 power, 20% better weapon performance. At least I can do a little more damage now. So let's see what kind of difference that makes against this idiot. He's usually pretty easy to defeat. Actually, I have a lot less trouble with him than I do with the ice boss. Because, yeah, so far he's already down to about half health, and I've lost none, except my shield. I think he's dead. There we go. Really not that hard. 223 critical hit, though. Those are getting up there. And my reward for defeating him is a hatchet. A camping hatchet. That couldn't really be much worse. I also never really realized how fast my Q attack recharges on this, so I could be using this a lot more, and it's probably doing a ton of damage that I didn't really realize. The critical hits on this definitely are getting pretty big. It's pretty routine for me to get like a 200, and that's a lot of damage. Here's another 10 defense. After that, we could maybe do critical chance and damage. These are the kind of rooms that could definitely kill me if I'm not careful. But I think if I combine my attacks, it won't be so bad. Okay, that actually went off without too much of a hitch. And my reward for this crazy difficult room was a little silver chest with a white katana. Finally found the item shop. Hopefully he's got anything for me. Cloth armor I might even take. Honestly, I think I'm going to. Like, look at my relics. There's one legendary, but the rest of them are all white. I'm finding nothing useful. Currently I have a 60% damage reduction, so I'm not going to worry about any defense for my food. I'm going to go critical chance and damage. Hopefully that's enough to make me defeat the boss nice and easy. Before I fight him though, I'm going to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff to hopefully get me close to legendary again. Well, we're about halfway there. Maybe I'll get rid of these too. I don't think those are going to be any help to me, but I could be wrong. I'm not even going to try them at this point. It's too late in the game for experiments. I do at least feel a little better knowing he's not really that hard to beat. He just kind of eats a lot of damage. And I do quite a bit of damage. Even on those I was doing 107 crits. And I definitely got hit by that, but cool. And he should be back, and then we'll start hitting him again. Whoa, how did I even get down there? I don't think I was even touching my keyboard. No, maybe I was. Alright, well, he's almost dead, but so am I, so... Can we do this, please? Can we just finish him off? And dead. He's actually really easy to beat. Like, I have the worst power-ups in the world right now with the worst weapon, but I still beat him. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, this is where my luck turns around. With a bouquet of flowers. Wow. I don't think I've ever got this unlucky on any run ever. I'm just really hoping at this point I can make it to a shrine room. That way I can sacrifice my things to get a legendary for next run, which will hopefully be more successful. This thing does do a lot of damage, but its attack speed and range are so small that it's not really working for me. Now the food shops offer me something I like. 20 power, 5 defense, 5 crit chance, 5 evasion. That actually makes a huge difference to what I'm doing. Now if I could just find even 1 or 2 good relics or weapon, I would really be set. This game is just so much easier when you find items that take skill right out of the equation. Like, I don't know how to actually play this game. I just get lucky with all my upgrades. This was a pretty straightforward room. Look at all the health I lost just because I just can't really kill the enemies fast enough. Mission accomplished. I found the shrine. I'm going to get rid of pretty much everything just to get me close as I can to that legendary. I found my boomerang. Haven't found that in a long time. That honestly might be better than everything else I'm using at this point because it can attack through walls and stuff. That's going to be my backup weapon for now. Plus, I can use it with a shield, so I think for clearing out rooms, this might be my ticket. What is this? Maybe the second one of these chests I found this entire time? And it's got gun barrel wings. Fires bullets on the other side of dash. Combine them with a shotgun, you got something amusing, but nothing that's actually going to help me at this point. Oh, this room might be the end of me. Did I let my shield recharge last time? I'm down to 1 health, whatever the case. That was not a good room. So if I sacrifice everything now, where does that leave us from the tribute scale? We're so close. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that, and I think that's going to do it. Alright, now I can just go die in peace and start again with a proper weapon. This was the right choice to make. I would have made it maybe all the way to the boss, only to die there anyway, so... We're taking us back, starting again. You know what the funny part is? Now that I respawned back at the beginning of the game, I'm not really that much weaker than I just was. I think I'm actually going to use this setup on this one. Hopefully I get a proper legendary. If not, I'll just go farm another one of those. But I get a better sword right away, a bloodstone ring, which kind of helps, and I'll come back for this if I need it. Plus, I already have my boomerang, so that's something. The boomerang just makes it a lot easier to clear out all sorts of rooms. Hopefully I get a big red sword. I got that, which might actually be decent. We'll give this a try for now. If I'm not liking it, I'll farm another legendary. It's that easy. Plus, maybe I'll get super lucky and find the set for this to find out what that does. Food shop right away, sparkling water, which is kind of interesting. 10 defense, sparkling water, we'll take evasion, and we'll come back for this one later. So far, this thing seems pretty good. It's got a pretty good attack range, plus that big spinny attack is going to be good. I can hit things through walls again. If I could find a few pieces that actually go with this, I would be looking at something pretty nice. Well, there's something I don't want, but that's kind of par for the course today, isn't it? Just found the Frost Choker, so I'm actually 2/3 of the way to that set. Still additional 30% frozen damage. And considering I currently do 20, that might actually be a lot of extra damage. Well, let's see how good this does against the boss. Not too bad, not a ton of damage yet, but it's getting there. One of the things I do really like about it is actually that big spinny attack because it can kill a whole bunch of enemies around me. It's when I get swarmed that I get into trouble. This kind of takes care of that. And for boss number 1, I get Platinum Bullion. Well, that's worth money, so great. The food shop has something else great for me, at least I think it's great, 2 true damage and 8 power. So that basically ignores all enemy defense, dealing a fixed damage. I don't really know if getting an extra 2 damage on every hit is going to be worth it, considering I can do up to 200 damage per hit with a good critical. I'm going to think about that and go 7.1 critical damage, 3 critical chance for now. And I found the anvil, so I'm definitely going to enhance my super spear thing. Hopefully it gets way better. 20% better weapon performance, ignore defense 15%. Yeah, that's going to add up to a lot of extra damage. It now does 22.8 to 32.4. And the very next room dropped me this. Our rocket launcher is pretty interesting. Rocket launcher, so that's going to do some big damage at range. And look what I found. One of these rooms, and I have 12,000 gold to work with. I'm going to finish the rest of this floor and come back to that. That's maybe going to save me in a big way. The shop doesn't have much, but it does have chain armor. I'm just going to buy that to replace my cloth armor for now. I am still going to hold on to my cloth armor in case I want to stack those later. Then I'm also going to sell a bunch of stuff for money for the item exchange room, which leaves me with about 15,000 gold with a few more rooms to clear, plus I need to buy food one more time. Well, the game kind of decided for me because I only have 54 food left to spend, so it's got to be this one. 6.4 crit chance, and I think that's going to work out better than that true damage thing anyways. So let's re-roll this thing a few times and hopefully get something good. I like the look of that. I do like the wings, and Blood of Cerebo is about the best item in the game. This is kind of a hard room to pick. That's a legendary pickaxe. Those are the wings, which I do like, and this is a way overpowered item. The kind of downside of this one is you get healing for every critical hit with a cooldown of half a second. So you can basically heal yourself for 4 per second. But you know what? Since I'm using a bloodstone ring anyway, this is just like a way upgraded version of it. And this item is crazy. Critical chance, 8 power. My critical chance basically is 1 in 3 right now, 32%. I did want to keep re-rolling that, but you know what? When I find basically the best item in the game, I'm going to keep it. Now to deal with this guy again. I think I'll be better off using the weapons I have now because of that big attack area. So I should be able to hit multiples of these at the same time. So yeah, I think this is going to work better than my last stupid one. So far, so good. Not as easy as I thought. Still not too bad overall. And a great reward of the mini slime maker, which is a rare thing, kind of fun. Probably not what I'm going to use. The jungle food shop has 2 rare foods, neither of which are very helpful to me, which is really sad because those could have been huge. For now, things like defense combined with critical chance are what I want because that's damage reduction plus healing. This big chest could put me over the top depending on what's inside of it. A Christmas tree sword, not at all what I wanted. That can make a set though, so if I potentially find the right combination. Well, let's see how this spear works against this guy. He's never really much of a problem anymore, so I should be able to do this pretty easily. Basically jump and attack with him. Then he can't really hurt you that much. I've already got him down to maybe 2/3 health. And the last few hits, it was that easy. I only lost my shield. That was all. And our reward, what is it? A tonfa? Wow. It's like the game doesn't listen to me at all. Alright, here's a few really good foods for me. Plus 45% critical damage is huge. Plus I'll be able to buy this soon. You are revived with half HP when slain, so that's going to give me a second chance, and then things like defense and critical chance again. So now I'm doing, as soon as I hit something, come here, 107 critical damage on a regular attack. I sacrifice a lot of health to do that. Wow, look at this, wanting to reward me for not doing anything. I will take the fairy, and then what do we got for legendary? Fire Boots, Demon Hand. Oh, I think that's a good one for me. So we're gonna have lots of damage after this. 50 power, 5 max damage, 8% critical damage. Oh, never mind, that's an offhand thing. I was wondering why I couldn't equip it, so never mind. That's cool to have, but unless I find a really good one-handed weapon, that's pretty much useless to me. But let's get a resurrection stake, and then hopefully we get our food low enough to buy this one. And wouldn't you know it, look what we found. I'll definitely be back for this at the end of the floor, and we're gonna finally find a good upgrade for ourselves. Let's sell what we can to the shop, and then we can roll those items into something beautiful. As much as I would like to complete the set for this spear, I would also just settle for a much better two-handed weapon. This one's good, but that weird like attack speed and consistency is kind of annoying me. Pretty tempted to pick up this guy right here, because I know that can add as much as 4 toughness to me, and that's huge. But I think I'm simply gonna need a weapon on this one. I need a really good two-handed weapon. Something better than what I have now. We found that again. This I've already found on this run. You know what? I'm taking this as a sign that I should be picking up this. And what's it got for me? 4 toughness, 9 max health. Yes, I will take that. I'm going to put that over my frost damage for now, because I'm not sure how much frost damage I'm really doing anyway. 20 cold damage, so I get an enhancement on that. That's not much. Time to deal with Little Lord Moron. And I think with all my critical damage, this really shouldn't be too hard. I'm not going to have to hit him that many times. And he's about to die. Oh, I got him midair. Never done that before. Maybe I get a special bonus for that. All I lost is my shield, so I'm doing pretty good. Come on, legendary, anything. Oh, that's the last piece of the set I need. That works out really well. Now we just need to hope that this set actually does something amazing. Otherwise, it's not worth it to replace all these relics. So, creates a wall of ice that propels ice shards when destroyed. Well, this is definitely interesting. I'm sacrificing a lot of toughness to do that, but this might be worth it if things can't really hit me anymore. Because as we all know, there are a lot of projectiles in this area. I think what I'm actually going to do for this is swap these two out for now. That way, if I do lose any health, I can swap back to this, but for now, this will prevent me from taking too much damage in any room. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me, and that's all that really matters. Food shop, there we go. 20 power, 5 defense, 5 critical chance, 5 evasion, plus sparkling water. Good thing I didn't spend all of my money. So we'll come back. We'll hopefully be able to buy this sparkling water and something else after we make some money. But I really want to see how this projectile thing works. If this is going to protect me, this could be huge. But it might also be terrible. It's kind of hard to just pay attention to everything going on. I probably could have picked a better room to do this. Oh, and they respawn too. So they exploded there, they hit everything. Those spears coming across the screen are mine too. And those are kind of helpful because those can hit anything. I don't have to do any attacking. Yeah, I like this setup. Hopefully some of the other rooms are a little less messy than that, but you know what I mean? We'll be okay. Oh, I should have let my things recharge. That was kind of dumb, wasn't it? Yeah, it's protecting me from a lot of damage there. Like, I could have been hit by all sorts of things there, but I wasn't. So I have 2 layers of shield. My actual shield and my ice shield. Does it block these things? Yep, it sure does. And it responds pretty quickly too, like it doesn't take that long for that to come back. And the ice spear hits things. Yeah, this is cool. And this is actually a really nice setup for this area because there's so many projectiles and those are always what does all the damage to me. So for now, whoops. I guess I probably shouldn't switch to my bazooka if I don't want the protection. In theory, I can just wait here and let my ice spear do all the work. My shields will keep coming back, they'll protect me, and they'll also do damage. All I gotta do is sit here and let the ice spear do the work. There we go, 62 from the ice spear. But for now, I think we're pretty safe to go back to this anyway. Nothing's really getting through my shield, so I can start using this for healing. And this is working out pretty well, because any critical hit heals me for 2. And when I get in a room I don't really want to deal with, all I need to do is find a safe spot and wait. We found an item combiner. Not sure there's anything I can really put in there that's gonna make it worthwhile. I'll come back at the end to see if I can farm a legendary out of that. Let me collect all the items I can from this place first. Before we get to that, we probably need to do something like this. I need this. I would like to get this. I don't really have the money to do that right now, but if I could, I would hopefully be able to get one of these, but I don't know if I have room in this dungeon anyway to do all that. And I found one of these rooms, and it even has the... Okay, so we still might be able to find something even better, but I need to clear out the rest of the dungeon before I decide how to do this. I have options right now. The dungeon is cleared out. Let's re-roll some items to see what we can get our hands on. Nothing really good there. I can only pull this thing 2 more times, so hopefully it gives me something amazing. A bunch more garbage, 1 more pull. And I'm out of money and didn't get anything out of it. But you know what? That's alright because we got a good setup now. Plus, I can still use my item combiner to hopefully find something amazing. So we can throw like that in there for a legendary. Plus a blue, plus a blue. I hate getting rid of my boomerang, but I think I got enough stuff to make up for it. Hopefully that gives me a new legendary. Minigun, which fine is pretty amusing, but nothing I want to use. So we'll put those together because I think those are the best options left. Speed reloader, we're working our way down. We went from legendary to yellow to blue. Well, it was worth a try. Now for the boss, do we want to be able to heal ourselves or do we want 4 toughness? I'm thinking probably the healing, but this is going to be a bit of a learning experience. This boss can give me troubles, but I do have that ice spear coming in to help me out too. That's going to do some damage. I kind of just mostly need to pay attention to what I'm doing. So far so good. Actually doing a ton of damage to this boss. I didn't think I'd be doing this much. So slimes are coming out there. I think I see what's going on. And I think I think those are considered projectiles as slime, so my thing will actually take care of those. Okay, need to start doing some damage here. Crits are healing me. I can pay attention to those. Almost got it done. There. Yeah, having the projectile barriers, much helpful. Still lost a lot more damage than I would have liked, but I was sitting there tanking through it, so I don't know what I would expect. Eye patch is a good one, but nothing I'm going to use now. On to this nightmare of a dungeon. These rooms are maybe still going to be a little bit difficult depending on what is spawning, particularly those things, so I need to be sure to kill these guys as soon as I see them every room. That was one of those rooms where by the time I figured out what was happening, I'd already lost half of my health. So that wasn't good. I'm hoping my spear can just take care of everything on this floor. I could rocket launcher them, but it's kind of amusing just to watch them all die from the spear. That way I don't have to do anything. And it does seem bad that I lost all that health, but I already healed that much just in the last room. Because like I said, every critical hit is 2 health. So that was 2 health. Killing this thing will probably be another 2 to 4 health. Done. I think we got another one of those rooms with one of those stupid things in it, so I need to go find out right away. Found them? Okay. These are like the dragons of the last level. They're always a priority. They're the first things that need to die. This room was definitely way too hard, but we got through it and I've still got health, so that's all that really matters. At this point, we're just going to take some good old defense. Next time I'll probably take some health because my health still isn't super high, but our defense currently is at 76.9, which is a 62% reduction. And I keep forgetting to switch back, but I'm not sure how much I like doing that. I guess in a room where I take lots of damage at north going like this, but as soon as I hit a room where I need healing, I need to switch back again for sure. I can't forget. And I think that toughness also applies to my shield, so it depletes slower too, so I think this is the way to do it. So let's take that extra health for now, and if we're really lucky we'll get this, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Before I fight this boss, I'm having a bit of a debate with myself, whether or not I want an extra 4 toughness or the healing ability. Because this one will reduce damage by 4 per hit, and that's considerable considering I only have 86 health, but I think the healing's going to win out. Basically every time I hit him I get healed for 2, and that's going to do more than whatever this makes up for. Feel free to tell me I'm wrong in the comments below. It is also tempting in a way to remove this for this, because I think this overall is going to give me more protection than this will, but let's not get too carried away. Let's stick to what we know. We'll see how fast we can kill him without taking too much damage. At least the projectiles can't really hurt me that bad right now. And my spear is always going to be doing damage to him and whoever else happens to show up, so that's not too bad. So far, I've almost got him defeated once, and I've really only lost my shield. Can I bazooka him real quick? No, let's not do that. Let's keep our stuff out. Okay, he's dead once. Didn't even lose my shield yet. Too bad I can't heal my shield. And okay, we'll take care of him and then back to Leslie here. I think we're looking pretty good shape on this one. Just got to kind of keep moving and not walk into stuff. Like that. Okay, shield is officially gone. Losing health now. Losing more health than I would like to. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm not really attacking there. Okay, got him defeated once more. One more try at this. Just got to stay focused. I can do this. Okay, where is he now? He's up there. I really almost should just hide and let my spear do all the work, but I don't know how much damage it actually does. But so far I'm doing a ton of damage to him, and I think that's it. I just defeated him with 65 health left, so I could have lost that way faster. So the healing was definitely the right choice there. I made up a bit of health at the end, and a reward for that is Dragon's Hammer, which is probably pretty good, but I'm not replacing my spear now. That does a ton of damage. That's the kind of thing I would use because I don't really use dash attacks anyway, but that huge damage and critical hits would be something. Back to the deep ends of the dungeon, going all the way up to fight that one last boss, hopefully to defeat it this time. Last time it basically killed me in one shot. I'm not really sure what that was, so we're going to move around a bit this time and not do that. Okay, here we go again. I've got an ice shield this time, but yeah, I'm not going to sit there and attack. I'm going to do a little bit of moving around, that way I don't get hit by whatever it was last time. Where did it go? Okay, up top, there we go. Oh, way down there. Hard to see, there's so much going on sometimes. Okay, down to a quarter health. So far, so good. I don't think I got hit by whatever it was last time. Interesting. She dead? Was that it after all that? The last boss is way hard. Oh no, we're back. I was going to say that was way harder than or way easier than the last one. So definitely starting to take some damage now. Okay, don't tank through this boss. Noted. Get some healing back. Whoa, okay, those are kind of hard to dodge. She moves pretty quick with those. Uh-oh. Come on, we can do this. Uh-oh. How many health bars do you think this one has? 2, hopefully? Hopefully it's only 2. Is she dead? Not dead? I'm going with not dead. Warm-up if it's over. I don't think that annoying wizard is nearby. The only one annoying here is me. I shall now fulfill my destiny. By dying? Exploding? Oh, okay. Oh, could you have come like 5 minutes sooner? Because that would have been a lot easier for me. New item will appear in the dungeon. What is that, a shield? I think I'm gonna like that one. 15 block, 1 toughness, 7 defense. When an enemy is within a circle, attack the enemy and continuously heals. I feel like that should be a legendary. If not at least a rare, but I'll take that for sure. What do I do now? Do I hit the ball? Can we roll it down that big ramp I just walked up? What do you want? You did well. I think we successfully sealed it off again thanks to you buying enough time. Stability is important. The first time we seal the dungeon, let's leave in the meantime. Do we... Last time I left early, it was not the right answer. So, great. There doesn't appear to be anything else to play with, so I guess we're leaving. Hopefully for some great reward. I would love a reward. Adventure success. Blah, blah, blah. That turned out to be a pretty good set. Close at the end, I almost died. Now what do we keep? This or this? Yeah, let's change it up. Let's go for the healing. That way I can find weapons with attack speed and then heal myself and tank through everything. How does it feel to save the world? Although it was really me who saved the world. Well, you're not wrong. I've sealed it tighter than before, blah blah blah. I'm not saying you should go nosing around. Not really listening. I'm going right back into that dungeon. It feels really hollow when you save the world. Tell me about it. A reward for saving the world is a wagon ride. And the lights are back on.